Hi everybody, welcome back to Shotlet Family Firewood. Today we're going to do a little bit more with our R&D team. Bob will be back to try out that wedge he made, that custom wedge he made for a standard Wolfe Ridge splitter. That'll be the main topic. Also, we got wood going out. I got 3 baskets here for a customer. I'm going to come and take all 3 baskets later this week. And I finally got the trailer empty, delivered that boiler wood. So now, hopefully this week we can do some splitting and be loading the trailer. So that's my preferred method of how I like to do it, and that's what I want to keep doing. So I'll be happy to be back in business there. With that being said, let's head on down to the wood yard and we'll check out that wedge that Bob brought back. Hey guys, Bob's back to try this wedge again. That's some ash that's been dead for a long time. Tall wedge. How many pieces he made in one push there. Guys, that was a 1 round. All those pieces are bundle quality through 1 push of that box wedge. And you saw at one point when he double stacked, I think he made 10 pieces in 1 push. And I mean, there's some slash and stuff, but there's a couple of pieces there that could still be, I mean, that could go in a bundle yet. But really, there's not all that much more slash than a regular splitting session. So that's pretty impressive. I don't know what that real time was, but all that bundle grade stuff in 3 minutes, maybe. So we just counted that, or Bob just counted that. 64 pieces. 64 pieces that first round in a matter of a few minutes. So that's that wedge that Bob designed. And it's the third time he welded it up. So I think it turned out pretty good. That's pretty exciting. So you guys last week saw, some of you noticed the couple of custom things that Bob has done to this too. The push block, he actually added 2 inches more plate on here, and he recessed where the wedge goes in, so this pushes completely through, so that it finishes the cut on all the stringy elm and ash and stuff that you have a hard time finishing the push on some of these. So, and he's also made a custom stop. So he's got his so the travel distance is reduced by 3 inches right now, and he's got more of the custom blocks that he made, that he can shorten it up even more for doing like 12-inch wood. So tougher with knots and stuff. And we're still gonna do this in 3 minutes. The final push is right at 3 minutes. That's nuts. Now we'll clean out the wedge. That's all he's doing now is cleaning out the wedge. 3 minutes. All right, guys, that's gonna be it this week. That wedge is pretty impressive. Just for reference, or just as a reminder, we did like 60 some pieces of bundle size out of that first round in about 3 minutes. The second round was exactly 3 minutes, and that one was a little tougher on the splitter, a little tougher to push through, a little more knots and twisted than the first round. The first round went through really easy, and if you think about that in bundles, and those 2 rounds at 120, roughly 120 pieces of wood came off of there in 6 minutes between the 2 rounds. You know, at 10, say 10 pieces per bundle, I mean, give or take. I have a jig, so I can't tell you exactly how many pieces goes in each bundle, but somewhere between 9 to 11. So if we say 10, 120 pieces, that's 12 bundles, $7 a bundle, $84. 12 bundles, $7. Not bad for 6 minutes of splitting, I guess. It'd take longer to make bundles than it will to split them. So I think that wedge really is going to have a place. He's going to take that home. He's got a little bit of cherry he wants to split up that size, and then he's going to let me have it for a while. So I got some big oak that I got to deal with first. Once I get all that oak handled, I'm going to work on some more maple for next year's bundle supply, and I'm going to get that wedge and try it out. So thanks again, Bob, for bringing that out. I think pretty soon we'll have my own here at Shotlet Family Firewood. I'm excited for it. I think it'll really have a place here. And with the way that firewood's been selling this year, I haven't advertised a stick of wood, and I'm about out of dry wood already, and it's not even November 1st. It's been going crazy. I got 3 deliveries this week and 1 pickup, so that'll be about it of dry wood already. So we got to keep making it, and that wedge, that custom wedge, should really make us a bit more efficient, at least in our bundle grade process, bundle size process. That will really save some time. And maybe when we get that wedge out here to try it, we'll do a comparison. We'll get around equal rounds, and we'll do one to bundle size with a 4-way, and we'll do one with that wedge, and we'll see how much faster it really is. So with that being said, I truly appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.